welcome back to my channel. I'm eca.fairy and in today's video I'm telling you about my favorite coffee places which serve delicious coffee, have a lovely atmosphere and are totally Instagrammable. And if you want to get cute pictures for your Pinterest or for your Instagram, these are definitely the places. And we're going to start with what right now is my absolute favorite, which is Ruja. They have the best caramel cappuccino. I don't know exactly what they do, but it tastes so good, and all the flavors are just in balance, so there's not too much caramel and there's not too much coffee and there's not too much milk. Like sometimes I feel like that easily happens, or when I'm making coffee at home that definitely happens. However, at Ruja that did not happen. And they also have really cool snacks, and my tip is to try, and if they're free, to sit at the small tables outside. They are really lovely and they have like atmosphere. Feel like you're abroad at this extremely cool coffee shop, but no, you're literally in your hometown. And I feel like I also love Ruja so much because the staff is the friendliest people that I've ever met at any of these coffee places. They are so sweet and inviting, and that really adds to the experience. Next we have She, which also has a lot of food options for breakfast and brunch, but we are going to be talking about that in my brunch places in Cluj-Napoca video, which you will have to stay tuned and subscribe for. For now, I'm going to talk about the coffee that they have, because of course you can just go and get coffee. You can also get it to go, and you can also get coffee to go at Ruja as well, and in most of these places I think. And at She, the coffee is definitely bitter. Like it was definitely more bitter to me, at least, like more roasted. My tip is to try, and if you can, catch a seat on their window tables because they are so aesthetic. You literally feel like you're out of a movie when you're there, and you can like people watch and pet watch. I love to pet watch more, to see people walking their dogs and so on. Next we have Oliva Coffee Culture, which also has a really aesthetic seat for my Instagram girlies. At Olivo they have simple coffee, so you won't get like flavors, syrups, so on. None of that, just coffee, and you can also have coffee with milk, for example cappuccino or latte macchiato or so on, which for true coffee drinkers I'm sure that's not an issue. I also like, and I usually love to get my coffee with a flavor. Usually it's caramel, and that's why I can really evaluate and compare all the caramel beverages that I get, because I usually get that. At Olivo, as I was saying, they don't have syrups, they don't have flavors, so I had to drink the coffee plain. I got the cappuccino and it was great. So even for a coffee drinker, I would say, that prefers sweeter coffee but not with sugar, with flavors, coffee at Olivo is really great and really high quality. And their snacks are also really great. I got the pain au chocolat, as I usually do when a place has them. Next we have Coffees, which is one of the first social coffee places in Cluj-Napoca actually. So the place is literally thought as you come here, you get your coffee, but you also socialize, which lovely. The coffee is absolutely amazing. We got a cappuccino with caramel, obviously for me, and my boyfriend got a vanilla one, and they were both really great. I love the caramel one more, obviously, but still really great. The staff is really friendly. We also got the pain au chocolat there, and it was, I think it was better than the one at Olivo. However, I'm not exactly sure. Also at Coffees, what I really enjoyed was sitting outside on this bench, and you can just see the people walk by. Sisters is also a really great place for coffee. It has a lot of places to sit outside as well, and there are these really cute tables here. Even though I know that this video is supposed to be about coffee, I would say that if you go here, do get the lemonade, because it's one of the most unique lemonades I've tried in the city. The lavender one and the grapefruit one, I do get those, but if you want coffee, they also have really great options for that. And another place that we recently went to, even though we had it on our list for such a long time, is Frasca Coffee. This is a great place, especially if you want to read, if you want to have a quiet conversation. They have these really pretty tables that look like, I don't know, some sort of Mediterranean style inspired. You can sit outside, it's really quiet, as I was saying. We read there, it was so relaxing. The coffee is also really great. I got a plain cappuccino. I did not mind that I didn't have the sweetness. It wasn't too bitter for my taste, it wasn't too roasted. I usually don't like overly roasted coffee. And my boyfriend got the caramel cappuccino, and that one was really great as well. Also at Frasca they have this really cute like mural kind of thing on the wall, and this tote bag that I thought was adorable. And they also have so many snack choices, like sweet dessert choices. Next we have one that is really popular, which is Tucano. because I've seen like so many people there. It's always full, especially when it's warmer outside because they have a bigger terrace outside. However, with Tucano, I would say I used to have it in my hometown, so it's definitely like something nostalgic, let's say. If you want coffee variety, because they have so many different ones that you don't really find in other places, and this is why I really wanted to include it here. I can't really say for plain coffee because I've never had it. However, I've been going to Tucano for over 6 years. Like, I've been going there since I was 14, so yeah, 7 years. But I used to go in my hometown, and now I go here at this Tucano, and they did change their coffee flavors a bit ever since I started going. However, they still have a great variety. I love their caramel brulee one. They also have salted caramel. They had cinnamon flavored one for Christmas. Atmosphere is also really nice. They have a lot of dessert options, especially cake, but they also have croissants, muffins, and there is one dessert now that I've seen that I keep forgetting to go and try because it was like this chocolatey thing that looked really good. One coffee shop that is definitely overlooked, and I don't get why, is Elements Coffee, which is, as they claim, a very Instagrammable spot, and I definitely confirm that. This is so aesthetic. Their coffee is also really amazing. We got an iced coffee, and I think it was like a caramel cappuccino. Yeah, because I'm really that boring at this point, and making this list and going through the pictures actually made me realize that I am so predictable with my orders. Like, I will just order a caramel cappuccino if that's what they have, and I don't think that's a bad thing actually. Staff is really great and a really pretty place for pictures. There are multiple locations of Meron in the city, however we only tried one so far, which is their roastery. I think it's a bit further from the city center, however still like located in a central area. They don't have, just like Olivo, they don't have flavors for their coffee, they just have different types of coffee. And here I think it was really interesting that they actually have different roasts and different locations of their coffee. And remember, they enumerated to us it was coffee from different countries, it was specific types of coffee. So if you're a coffee connoisseur, you would really enjoy this experience. The coffee was really delicious, even though it was, yes, on the bitter side obviously, but I didn't get anything that was too roasted because I knew that I would enjoy a lighter roast. And the place is extremely aesthetic and Instagrammable as well. One place that you probably don't expect to be on this list, and it definitely should be on this list, is Burger. And hear me out, I know that people usually go there for cocktails or for food, obviously, because it's a rooftop restaurant. However, if you're not getting their ice cream frappe, you are missing out because that's insanely good. I think they also have some iced coffee that doesn't have ice cream, and I remember that being pretty good as well. However, the ice cream one is definitely like top notch. Like, you want to get it, especially if you're craving some dessert after you ate. Just get the ice cream frappe, it's definitely 10 times better. And lately I haven't really seen ice cream coffee anymore. I remember I used to drink that a lot at Tucano when I used to live in my hometown. Now I don't think they have it anymore, not even in the summer, which, like, come on, bring it back. It used to be so good. Just to have even Nutella in it or something. Also, I really think that it's a great experience to just drink coffee on a rooftop and see a panoramic view of the city. So especially if you're visiting, you will definitely enjoy that, because I have had people come visit from other cities and they loved Burger and the view so much. Beaujolais is definitely one of my favorite breakfast places because they have so many options for breakfast and brunch. But we are going to be also talking about that in a future video. But now I want to talk about the coffee, which is really great. The cappuccino, really good. And also I found it really cute that when you order an espresso, they have this really small mug that says Beaujolais on it, and I thought, like, great, like, customer experience. A more fun experience, in my opinion, is to get coffee at Che Guevara. I know usually people go there for drinks, but I've also seen a lot of people get coffee there, so it's a really popular spot as well. Why I'm saying that it's a bit funnier, because we had never gotten coffee there before, and last year, and when you order coffee with a specific flavor like caramel, vanilla, chocolate, and so on, they give you a shot glass with the syrup in it. And at first we thought that they had the wrong order because they brought us these shot glasses, but they were for us, and you're supposed to pour as much as you want in your coffee, and it looks funny to me. Last but not least, again, a place that's a restaurant that I'm going to recommend to you guys for food purposes mostly, but also for coffee, is Marty. We have gotten coffee there many times after going and eating, and every single time it's really good. It's more on the classic side, and I'm not sure, I don't think they have flavors though, but correct me if I'm wrong because their menu has recently changed quite a bit. And as a bonus, again, because this isn't a coffee shop, but the coffee at eca is great. I think it's also really nice that you can go there and have like some cookies for breakfast and also have your coffee. It's really delicious. They also have matcha for matcha lovers, and obviously, as you are able to tell already, I wasn't able to include all the coffee places in this video. However, do stay tuned and subscribe because there is going to be a second video on the coffee places that I love in Cluj-Napoca. Do let us know your recommendations and your favorite local coffee shops down in the comment section because I want to try them out, and I bet everybody else does. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe as I was telling you, and I'll see your fairies next time. Bye!